Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there today? This is Gold Pilled here with the Gold Pilled stream, and this is going to be a real quick video. And I'm 100% honest in that. Um, I was going to do a longer video today, but I kind of started running short on time. So I figured I'd just do this kind of quick updater video just to get a little bit of content out there. Um, I know it kind of goes days, maybe weeks in between my videos, but I don't like covering just humdrum everyday stuff. I like to cover important things, so um, I kind of, pick carefully what I choose to cover and make videos about. Plus, raising twins, it's keeps me pretty busy, so that's what's going to keep this video here short. I got to go tend to my little one, so. But I'm just going to talk a little bit about the whole Twitter ordeal that's playing out currently. Um, I guess most of you probably know old Elon Musk has come to save the day for free speech. And he bought Twitter and they agreed, and he's going to be in control and, get to do whatever he wants with Twitter now. Well, let me tell you that very, very little is going to change in terms of Twitter's user policy, terms and conditions, um, EU, LA, whatever you want to call it. Very little is going to change with Musk owning it. I know I've been seeing it out there. So many people are jumping on the free speech bandwagon and looking at Elon Musk like he's a savior and he's on our side and he's going to fight for us. And I'm sorry, but that's just not the case. Elon Musk is not on our side, and he is not going to fight for us. Whatever this plan is of Elon acquiring Twitter, you best believe it is intentional and it is orchestrated. They want him to have control of Twitter because there is some end that they are seeking to achieve because of it. Now, I initially thought my leading theory when he was leading up to, talks of him buying it outright. My initial theory was he was going to acquire it and they were going to give a bunch of fluff pieces about, he's for free speech and, people who had their accounts taken, could possibly get them back. And this was going to be the avenue for Trump to get his account back and start posting on Twitter again shortly before the 2024 election. Because, if Trump runs again in 2024, well, Twitter would be a big part of boosting his support base. So I thought surely this was, what was going to come of it. Well, apparently they are giving some accounts back that have been terminated. However, they asked Trump if he, was interested in coming back to Twitter, and he said he has no intentions of using Twitter again. So that was an unexpected turn in events, in my eyes. I figured he'd be all for coming back, but as of right now, he says he has no intentions of coming back on there. So we will see going forward. So with that theory kind of dead in the water, I'm not sure what Musk's angle is to acquiring Twitter here. I do know the one thing he said about authenticating all humans and getting rid of the bots. That's something to pay attention to because that means you're getting rid of anonymity. I just pronounced that wrong. Anonymity. You won't have anyone anonymous anymore. You have to all be authenticated as a real human. So that's not good. That's kind of infringing on some stuff there, and Elon's all for it. So just pay attention to this Twitter with a skeptical eye. And do not put Elon Musk as the savior of free speech or fighting on the side of truthers, because he is not. Apparently, they're calling him the richest man in the world now. You know, one man he's the owner of Tesla, owner of SpaceX. He now owns Twitter. You know, he probably is, well, I wouldn't say he probably is the richest. There are probably many people that are richer than Elon. It's just not public knowledge. Families that are in the trillions of dollars that they don't, they don't let it see the light of day for people to know. But they're portraying him as the richest man, and it makes you wonder, how can one man, be overseeing all these companies, and all Elon is a front man for the controlling elite. Look into his family. His family, was wealthy, part of the beast system. I believe they had an emerald mine in Africa. And you don't just get emerald, mines or diamond mines or just being a lowly old peasant. So he's from an affluent family with connections and bloodlines, and he's carrying on the torch. And I do believe he was even a World Economic Forum young global leader in the past. And I think they kind of try to keep that hush hush. So Elon Musk is not on our side. He is not fighting for free speech, and he is not here to save us. Whatever comes of this Twitter, believe that it's going to hurt us in the long run. This move is a move on the chessboard for further totalitarianism. It kills me to see all the people out there cheering for Elon and free speech, and they just don't get it. And even the alternative media, there's quite a few channels that have jumped on the side of Elon, thinking he's going to bring change, and our alt media hero. Most notable one has been Luke Radowski of We Are Change. And I've been getting really disgusted with Luke of We Are Change recently. And he's just another IIA PSYOP gatekeeper. He talks good game, does cover, news from a more conservative, free perspective, but he glows like a glowworm too. I don't know. These people, they can travel around the country, hotels, this and that, these events, and all the money that, it takes with it. But they can do that, and, the lowly old peasant, he wouldn't be able to do that. There's no way I'd be able to go do any of that stuff. I don't have the funding. Where are they getting this funding? And what are the conditions, for them to get funding? It's the alternative media. The truth movement has become an absolute shit show over the last few years. Like I said, I have intensive research and observations into the truth community, the online truth community, and the way I've seen it play out over the years, it's become just an alternate mainstream media. They've turned the truth community, the alternative media, on all the alternative platforms. They've literally turned it into mainstream media 2.0 for supposed red pill people, or as I call them, the purple pill. And that's what it is. The current alternative media landscape is just a new form of mainstream media. They have so many shows you can tune into. They're mostly all on the same page. They go with the flow, of mainstream media. So whatever mainstream media leads with, the alternative media kind of follows. And they still end up pushing almost the same narratives as mainstream media, just in a different way and kind of from a different angle. And it's working beautifully. The whole demographic of, people beginning to wake up and beginning to get red pilled and everything. They fall right into this, new alternative mainstream media, and they get purple pilled then. And that's where they stay, broken up in echo chambers online with all these different sources, and it's really sad. Um, it's the whole internet, online, media space. It's so completely controlled right now. Um, True Stream Media just did a video about where has the internet gone, and they would do Google searches for topics, and it'll come up a billion hits on the search and this. But then when they actually started going down through the search, the search hits, there's only like 3 pages worth. And all of a sudden it went from a billion hits to like 40. So they're just scrubbing large parts of the internet. They're either scrubbing it or shadow banning it. And you're only seeing what they want you to see online. That's how controlled it is. And since it's so controlled, whatever they feed you can manipulate your thinking. So when you watch mainstream media or you watch alternative mainstream media, you're still getting programmed with narratives and believing things that they want you to believe. It falls back into Klaus Schwab's assistant, Yuval Harari, whatever his name is. He says, your everyday thinking and decision making is not your own anymore. It's going to be all controlled. And that's how it's going to be, because if they control all the information, if they control all the inputs into your brain, well, they're gonna, manipulate the outputs of your brain, which is your perception, your thinking. So, once they control it all, then your thinking and outputs will be controlled as well. And that's the way it's heading. I don't know how many people see this, but I see it. And it's not good. And my next video here is going to be further discussion on IIA and the signature reduction program that's going on. And I was initially thinking that the signature reduction program, which Jason Burmis likes to talk about a lot, the signature reduction, blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought, maybe they were two different things, signature reduction program and IIA. Well, researching in the signature reduction, it appears that that's just a component of IIA. It's how they go about playing IIA out by reducing the signature of their operations. By concealing things, fake identities, online personas, all that. You're reducing your signature. That's what it means. That's why that's not the actual name of the program. That's just a nickname that was given to it. And from research I've done, this connects with IIA hand in hand. Signature reduction is what they employ to their IIA operations. And that's going to be my next video. That was the one I was going to do today, but didn't have time. So next video, we're going to go over that. I got websites to show you with the signature reduction. I have a video from Jim Lee talking about the bot farms and kind of online groups like that, where they play out fake online personas with the bot farms. They have software for it that'll manage hundreds of accounts, and how those manipulate people's opinions. And they can sway elections, they can sway anything. And it's all done, with bots. And that all plays into the IIA, and signature reduction. So, the technological means that the controllers have is vast and extensive. And these means are highly effective. So, all I can say is, if you're in the truth community, you got to be aware to this, that the truth community is not what you think it is right now. The truth community has not been genuine, I'd say, for the better part of a decade. Excuse me. They killed the online truth movement in 2008-ish to 2010, 12. And ever since then, the IIA and, the online manipulation and, narrative control has just been taken over. And where it is now, I think it's largely all controlled now. I can see it. I can see it in the alternative media, the wide range of channels that I keep eyes on, and even the ones I don't keep eyes on, but I see by proxy that the whole online alternative media, alternative platforms, truth community is it's been turned into just another mainstream media just for a different demographic, a younger demographic, and it's working. So I think I'm just gonna end it there. Um, like I said, don't trust Elon as your savior. He's not. He's part of the elite. He's part of the club. He's playing his part. He's playing his hand. Whatever this Twitter acquisition is really for, you can bet that it's no good to you. It's not going to benefit the ordinary person. It's going to benefit the controllers, and it's probably being done to further solidify, the control of online content and the online masses' perception of everything. It's just going to give them more power into the IIA and, the online operations and controlling your thinking. So just quit falling for the propaganda. That's pretty much what I want to say. And the propaganda is pretty much everything now. You have to have that in the back of your mind. Any content you're consuming online, just have in the back of your mind, this is probably propaganda to make you think a certain way. And why do they want you to think this way? And then, whichever way you do think, just always have in the back of your mind that, maybe I'm thinking this way because they want me to be thinking this way. You got to rise to that higher level. You got to get to the gold pill level. And it's not easy to do, but it is accomplishable. And once you get there, you will see things much more clearly about what's going on here. And it's sad and it's frustrating and it's a little scary because the future does not look good. So, all right, everyone, you take care out there. I'm not sure when I'll get the next video. Maybe tomorrow morning. I'll do it. But all right, take care, everyone. Skull Pilled. I am out. Peace.